Hey SBC family, it's Dr. Sam. We recently had a patient ask us about some issues she's having as a paramedic, being in the truck, sitting for long periods of time in the uncomfortable seats that she's sitting in, and driving around all day, and then on calls, different things that happen and ways to overcome the compensations and the imbalances that she's suffering from. So first things first, we're going to talk about our thoracic mobility, and we're going to use the peanut. The peanut is 2 tennis balls taped together. What the peanut is going to do is help our T-spine mobility. I'm going to lay flat on my butt with my knees bent, feet flat on the floor. I'm going to take the tennis ball. Each tennis ball is going to go on each side of the spine. If I had an imaginary line, it would start right about my rib cage. My head's going to go back. My arms are to the ceiling. I can bring my hands in first just to take a couple breaths, and then we'll go arms out. 1 drops to the floor. We'll hold that for a second or 2 and then come back up. We're going to want to do 5 reps on each side, so a total of 10. Once we do our 10, we're going to roll that tennis ball up our spine about 1 inch so our body scoots down, and we're going to do that again, 5 on the right, 5 on the left. We can do a third placement, but we want to make sure that we never roll up into the neck. We stay in that mid-back area. This is going to help our T-spine mobility, which also happens when we sit long periods of time, our shoulders roll in. We're going to help open up the chest. Our second exercise is going to be a stretch, more so for the hamstrings, but it's also a core stability exercise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a pole or a door frame. I'm going to put 1 leg up on that door frame, 1 leg down on the floor. Okay, I'm splitting my body, and I'm going to lift the leg on the down side. I'm going to lower on a 3 count. Now, as I lower, I'm also paying attention to where my pelvic is placed, and we want the core activated. All right, so we're trying to stay relaxed through the shoulders, keep the core activated as I lift up and lower for a 3 count. Now, you may feel a stretch in the back of the leg, and that's okay. If you want to, scoot your butt closer, and you can get an extra stretch through the backside of the hamstring on the leg upside. And then as we come down, we're making sure we're keeping that pelvic nice and tight as we go through. All right? For this one, about 10 reps on each side, making sure we're a 3-second count down, and then we can lift that leg up on like a 3-second count as well. Our last exercise is going to be something we call Bretzel. Bretzel is a great exercise for the shoulders. It's also a great exercise for the hips. So with this one, I'm going to place a piece of foam just down to protect my head and my neck. I'm going to come onto my side. All right, I'm stacking my shoulders and my hips. Knees are going to, 1 knee is going to come up 90 degrees. I can use a pad on this side. My top hand is going to grab my backside foot. All right, and I'm going to drive that heel down to the floor as I look over that shoulder, making sure I keep this at 90 degrees, protecting the low back. I can take a breath in and exhale, looking behind me. I want to try to get my shoulder to the floor, and I also want to keep my leg in the back in a straight line. All right, so from this angle, as I turn my back to you, I'm going to bring the hips lined up with the shoulders, and I'm going to take that breath and look behind, trying to drive the shoulder to the floor. All right, that's called Bretzel. Do that for about 5 times, which is about 30 seconds on each side. The 3 combination of those exercises will really help overcome some compensations that are happening not only for our paramedics, but people that sit at a desk for a long period of time. Give those a try and let us know if you need any help. Have a strong day.